Welcome back everybody, MC here with another video, and today I want to show you guys how to make a powerless gas filter in oxygen not included. And the powerless gas filter is going to save you on a lot of electricity costs in the game, of course. It's very easy to set up, so you can just literally copy this and put it all over your base. Now, this particular setup generally works mostly with two gases. So if you have two gases in an area and you're trying to filter one, that's the best way to use this. If you are trying to do more than one gas, then you would want to use a NOT gate. Now I can show you more about NOT gates in a future video, but pretty much what a NOT gate will allow you to do is you'll tell the NOT gate which of the gases you want to send through the pipe rather than send through the vent, and it'll let all of the other gases out. So for example, if you only want natural gas to go through your pipe, you can tell it to not allow, for example, polluted oxygen or carbon dioxide. So the design behind this is pretty much the hydrogen is going through the element sensor and the gas vent stays closed. If oxygen goes through the gas sensor, then it gets sent out into the area around it, so it doesn't go into the machine and break the machine. It's a great way to stop gases from going into your machines and breaking them. So it's under ventilation, gas pipe, element sensor. You put that down, and it doesn't really matter what you make it out of unless you're in the kind of like magma or heavy heated areas. And then you put down a gas vent and you connect the pipes. You run the pipes pretty much straight through the sensor and the gas vent, and you use automation wire to connect the two. And then you set the sensor to the elements that you actually want to remove from the pipe. So in this case, it's oxygen. I'm technically going to do this the other way around just to show you, but hopefully you get the theory already. So we're just going to put this into the machine, and we're going to disconnect the one that we already have just for demonstration purposes. I probably won't save any of this, so it'll just be back to normal as soon as I'm finished recording. And the dupes, of course, are going to build the product, and we're going to use it. As I said, this is free, and it's electricity free, I should say. So as you can see, the hydrogen is going through it now because it's not set to anything. But we're actually going to set the top one, the new one, to polluted oxygen. Actually, not polluted, sorry, to hydrogen. And the hydrogen should come out of the vent. So we're going to change it to hydrogen gas. And now any hydrogen gas that comes in through the pipe is going to go out of the vent. And as you can see here, the vent opens and lets out the hydrogen gas. Now, we want the hydrogen gas, obviously, for the machine. But since there's no oxygen in these pipes, I think it would be just for demonstration purposes easier to show you what happens if you set it to the other element. As I said, it's obviously free to do this, and you never have to turn it off, and it never uses electricity. But if you're using more than two gases, it's going to cost a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more convoluted. Like, for example, if you had hydrogen, oxygen, polluted oxygen, you could have it where the oxygen gets removed into an area that oxygen is required. And then you could have the hydrogen and the polluted oxygen pass through the pipe and put that into a room that's isolated from everything else. Then you put another pump in that goes through one of these, and that will send the polluted oxygen out and continue on with the hydrogen. That's probably the best way to get rid of oxygen and polluted oxygen from that. As I said, the cost of the extra pump is going to make it so that it's a bit redundant, but it's great for experimenting, and it's great if you ever need to have like one room where all the oxygen is stored and another room where all the polluted oxygen is stored, and then a machine at the end that requires the hydrogen. And you can make some pretty funky builds with that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again in the next video. Let me know what you think of this one. Let me know if you have any questions, because I hope I didn't do this too quickly for you. Anyway, thank you very much, and ta-ta!